What is the GDP? It's up, it's down, that's good, that's bad. So what does GDP mean exactly? GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. It represents the total dollar value of all goods and services produced over a specific time period, which is why we often think of it as the size of the economy. Usually, GDP is expressed as a comparison to the previous quarter or year. For example, if the year-to-year GDP is up 3%, that means the economy grew by 3% over the previous year. Measuring GDP is complicated, but at its most basic, the calculation can be done in one of two ways, either by adding up what everybody earned in a year, which is called the income approach, or by adding up what everyone spent in the year, called the expenditure method. The income approach, which is sometimes referred to as GDPI, is calculated by adding up total compensation to employees, gross profits for incorporated and non-incorporated firms, and taxes, less any subsidies. The expenditure method is the more common approach, and it's calculated by adding total consumption, investment, government spending, and net exports. Why is the expenditure method more common? The math is easier. In each case, estimates or approximations are made either through modeling or by reading chicken bones. The big difference is the expenditure method uses government spending, which is the most openly reported of all the GDP elements. Did you notice that part of GDP is net exports? What does that mean exactly? It means all the stuff sent from our shores to other countries minus all the stuff delivered to us from other countries. So if Porsche or Honda built a car here and ship it to England, it's an export, even though the company is foreign-owned. Conversely, if IBM or Ford have things made in China and they're shipped here, it's an import, even though the company is American-owned. Think about that one over dinner. GDP is decreased by outsourcing product manufacturing and artificially increased by foreign owners doing work in the US. And why does GDP get changed all the time? Why do you keep hearing about revised numbers? I mean, they only come out with these numbers 4 times a year. How hard can it be to measure something 4 times a year? In 2007, they revised the GDP down for 11 of the 13 previous quarters, which was a change of $120 billion. This is supposed to make us feel like they know what we're doing? How is it we let them count our money when they can't even count their own? Tell truth to power. Hear the real story. Think for yourself. Join the militia at econmilitia.com. Take back your inalienable rights.